Hello, my name is Manic and welcome back to my Dirt Rally 2.0 Beginner Series. In this video, I'm going to talk about road surfaces. This is actually very important before we get into any kind of tuning discussions. Rally driving happens across a variety of different surfaces and weather conditions, so the driver has to be prepared for these situations. We first want to consider the road condition. So this can be broken up by slippy versus grippy, and bumpy versus smooth, or rough versus smooth. This will come in handy once we start tuning. By order of prevalence, you will be driving over gravel, tarmac, snow, and icy tarmac. The last two are available as DLC. So let's get started with gravel. Gravel is by far the most common road surface in dirt rally. Most of your time will be spent here. It is a slippy, bumpy surface that can be further broken down into light gravel, medium gravel, and heavy gravel. It can also be raining, which increases slippiness somewhat. You will always use soft tires on these stages even when raining. Just remember to change them at service stations. Front wheel and all-wheel drive cars excel on this surface, whereas rear-wheel drive will be spending a lot of time drifting and managing oversteer. Even though rally cars were built to drive over gravel, be wary of all the road hazards that exist. Your co-driver will do their best to point them out to you. Also remember that you can utilize weight transfer. Tap the brakes before going over a series of bumps, or an awkward crest, and that will help shift the car's weight in such a way to help stabilize the car. Look ahead and plan out your actions ahead of time whenever possible, so you can chain your car's momentum over these road features. Next is tarmac, of which there are technically only 3 stages, though we'll be looking at Spain and Germany. This is the road surface everyone should be familiar with, and it is a grippy, smooth surface. Rain has a massive effect on tarmac, so make sure you use wet tires for any stages with rain. While front wheel and all-wheel drive do just fine on tarmac, rear wheel drive gets a chance to show off its capabilities. With a little bit of controlled oversteer, rear wheel cars can fly through these stages. You might want to set co-driver calls to be earlier, since you'll be flying through these stages. Just be aware that weight transfer still applies, so be careful when going over crests. At high speeds, you'll find yourself careening off the road if you don't slow down enough. Drive tarmac as conventionally as you can, so limit how much you drift around corners. Snow is only found in Sweden. With the provided snow tires, it's amazing how much traction you get. It's a slippy, bumpy surface, but with plenty of smooth straightaways. Lots of sliding here, but it's not as difficult as you would think. The snowbanks are gentle enough to keep you on the road, so use them to your advantage. Brake points are longer than you'd expect on gravel. All-wheel drive and front-wheel drive excel on this surface, whereas rear-wheel drive may struggle a little bit. Lastly, we have icy tarmac in Monaco. Technically, these stages are mixed surfaces, containing dry tarmac at the bottom, mixed ice and dry as you climb, and total ice roads near the top. This is by far the hardest surface to drive on. Rely on threshold braking to slow down and brake as early as you can. The mixed sections will throw you off, so remember to brake as if you were on the most slippy part of the road. Do not rely on the dry tarmac to save you here. Tire choice actually matters to some degree here. The short stages that start at the bottom of the mountain are all dry tarmac, so you would want to use soft tires for those stages. Everything else, use the winter tires. Remember to take it slow. There are lots of cliffs and bystanders, and it does not take much to run off the road. This is one of the few tracks that I would recommend you practice and memorize. These stages are world famous, and rally races have been using the same tracks for ages now, so drivers know what to expect when they come here. Front wheel can drive conventionally through here, all-wheel drive needs to watch their speed, and rear-wheel drive should take extra care. All drivetrains will struggle in the icy sections. Understanding the surface you drive on will help you decide how to drive and what to tune, so pay attention to the different surfaces and how your car responds. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.